After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 425. Today is Saturday, October 24th, 2020, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. If you are new, we're glad to have you with us. We hope you find something that you like and that you will stay, and that you will press the little subscribe button on your right, I think it is, and hit the little bell so you get notifications. If you are returning, we're always glad to see you back. If you are in the shadows, either new or returning, please feel free to come and join us officially by pressing the little subscribe button and hitting the bell. And if you want to take part in all the alongs and the giveaways and the camaraderie and all that kind of stuff, that happens on our PHN home. That's phnpodcast.freeforums.net. So it's phnpodcast.freeforums.net. That link is in the little box below this video. We do have a new member, official, at the PHN home. Shoail,
yeah, I guess that's how you say that.
Yeah, Shoail. If we're mispronouncing that, we apologize. Please let us know how it should be pronounced. And we are glad that you found us and look forward to getting to know you better.
I don't know why it makes me think it might be Hebrew or something.
It does sound like that, doesn't
okay,
it?
It's not just me.
It does sound like that. I don't know. I think it's probably just initials or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's good to have you with us.
Yes.
Tea. Who's going first with tea?
Okay, so...
Are we tied again?
I think we're tied again.
So,
is your tea new?
For me it is, yeah.
Mine is too. Okay, I guess I'll go first this time because I went first last time for tea, but that means you had to go first for the project.
Wait a minute.
Because I went first, you went first for tea last time when we were tied, and I went first for project last time when we were tied. We'll do it the other way around this time, so I go first for tea.
Okay.
So, this is, I had it when I first got introduced to Plum Deluxe. It was a sample tea, or I think...
Years ago.
It was years ago. It wasn't even a sample tea. I must have purchased it, but I must have purchased a small one or something.
I think I had a sample tea of it.
But this was my very first Plum Deluxe tea I had tried, and I never tried it again after that.
It's really good.
It's really good. It's I got the decaf version, but decaf Reading Nook blend tea. A blend of joy, pairs with creativity, reading, writing, conversation, relaxing. And I think that's probably why I got that one. Plus, I think this was the one recommended to me when we first started Plum Deluxe.
He always recommended that, too.
That might be what it was. Because whatever it was I got was because it was recommended, because I didn't know what to get. And then I liked that little blurb. Mm-hmm. So it has decaf black tea, rosebuds, lavender, chamomile, love, gratitude, natural flavor, no caffeine. And there is a caffeinated version, which was what the original one I got was. But I've been getting more chamomile because chamomile and all the other herbals are good when you're having a migraine. Caffeine is actually bad when you have migraine. So I wanted to have more chamomile options because I love chamomile. And I didn't realize this had chamomile in it. So good.
It is a good tea. Mm-hmm.
It's happy.
Happy joy.
So this is probably going to become a standard one for me, and I know it's going to be around for a while because it's one of his favorites.
Yeah, it's an old one. I mean, we've been with Plum Deluxe about 5 years, and this is old.
Yeah, and this was the first tea I tried for him. I must not have been as much into chamomile at the time.
This is really good. I'm gonna have to get this. It almost has like vanilla in it or something.
I'm wondering if that's what the other flavor is. They call it natural flavor. It's really good.
Or vanilla or maple or something. It's really good.
So yes, and it's in my bunny's mug because apparently that's the mug I'm using right now. I need another bunny mug.
I need another owl mug.
You have like 3 owl mugs.
There is one that I have in my wish list on Etsy that's this kind of a mug.
Oh, that would be better.
Yeah. Because the other one, I always feel like I'm not filling it properly or something. I love them, but anyway, I'll have to show it to you. Anyway, this...
I have one bunny mug.
This is this is what my daughter's head looks like, and that's an oboe for those of you who are new. And in this is my Plum Deluxe Blood Orange Reflection Tea. Rich with flavor, but simple. A tea for fresh starts, journeys, and new beginnings. And this has hibiscus, rose hips, orange peels, orange essence, love, gratitude, no caffeine. Okay? And this one, for those of you who've been around with us for a while, there's this tea that I had in Germany years and years ago. Talia was...
Every fruity tea she says is this tea.
But this one even has the color. It has the taste.
This one really is this time.
This is amazing. It's my Germany tea.
How many times have you guys heard her say this on the podcast? Guys who've been here a while, you know she said this at least 20 times.
This truly is.
This one really is this time.
No, I think... It was a Chris Kindermart the first time I had it. It was a Chris Kindermart in Germany. Which,
I mean, the flavor makes sense for that, but it just makes me laugh.
It was dark, and they were giving out samples, and it was warm and everything like that. And I didn't know what it was, and they had already sweetened it and everything. And this is the kind of tea that is kind of tangy. You can have some if you want, Ty.
Oh, I think I had it the other day.
Yeah, well, I had that the other day, too. It's a little bit tangy, so you can have it as sweet or as tangy as you like.
That's good.
And I really... It's completely opposite.
It's actually kind of like your Tang.
Oh, no. I mean, it's got that...
Orange.
It's got that kind of a zip to it, but
yeah, that's what I mean.
But it's completely opposite of that tea.
Right.
They're both excellent,
but they're both very different.
But they're different, and they're just amazing.
But it's funny. She has said so many different teas throughout the year, and she always ends with, "No, it really is this time."
This is the Germany tea.
It really is this time. Until the next one she declares is the Germany tea, right, Mom?
This is.
This really is the Germany. Yes.
Okay. So, all right. Moving on. We are having our stroopwafel.
Yeah, usually we would have had them before, but we planned poorly, and Mom has things she wants to do today, so you're going to see us nibbling on our stroopwafel.
Yeah, we apologize in advance.
We got, now, New Amsterdam is actually out. Sweet Amsterdam is actually out of their stroopwafels right now, so I had to search and find other gluten-free, dairy-free ones. So I have some coming in from another brand. But even on their website, it says that they're out.
Yeah.
So I don't know if something with COVID made so they couldn't get their materials or whatever. Their ingredients. This isn't, not materials. And this is actually a different caramel one than we normally have. This is sea salt and caramel.
It's excellent. Okay, now. Okay, let's see what we got here.
So I hope you guys brought something to snack on.
Yeah.
And to drink
because
tea.
We apparently were very hungry, and it's kind of weathery out here, so I needed something to...
It is definitely weathery out here.
Yeah.
So if you are sitting and watching, grab your hot drink, grab your snack. If you are exercising with us, burn off those calories for us.
Yes, Pat, Looney Hiker, you need to step it up a bit.
Give it a little burst.
Yeah. She's our vicarious exercise person.
Yes, she exercises with us every time.
Every time she watches, she exercises with us. We get a little extra calorie boost. Thank you, Pat.
Maybe that's why I've had all these extra calories. We track because I'm trying to lose some weight.
Yeah, we're all tracking. We're all doing a little bit of that, except for Davina. Okay.
It's not a good thing for her. And we talked about that last time.
Okay.
Or time before.
Let's see here. Upcoming.
Isn't it current alongs first?
Yeah, I'm not doing upcoming. I was just reading.
Oh.
Okay, so is there anything I need to talk about before we do the alongs?
Is there ever?
Well, sometimes we stick these in here.
One thing I think of is, sorry if I haven't answered any YouTube comments or anything. I've been trying really hard to get a special order out, and I just got it out on, was it yesterday? No, the day before. So, I got it out on Friday. I finished packing up on Thursday. The person who had made the order added 5 more items to the order for me to get done by the end of October / early November. So I've been busy all week working on that order. So I just haven't had the brain power or the time to address anything online that people might have said to me. I believe it was Mel. I think it was Mel on YouTube. I did see your comment about Grey Courses. great. I hope that you love it because I know I do. Great Courses is awesome. You will get addicted. You will learn so much. It's amazing.
And you will have teachers that you find that you like better than others, just like anywhere else.
Yeah. I mean, I have one teacher. I see her. I will watch anything she teaches. Dorsey Armstrong.
Yeah.
Mel, check out Dorsey Armstrong. She does literature. She does medieval history. And she does writing.
Now, Mel, I think you also asked me about the Cerebelle Pattern. I did respond to you on the YouTube channel. If you do what I told you to do there in terms of contacting me, I can get that pattern to you. It is a free pattern, but it's no longer available. So if you want that,
It looks like she just took it offline.
Yeah, I went and checked all over the place after you asked, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So if you ask me, contact me either in PHN if you're in the PHN group, or on Facebook or Instagram via private message. Don't put your email on this Dropbox here, please. I don't want people to be able to...
In our Dropbox, we have areas where you can contact us.
Mm-hmm.
What? No, we don't. It just has you contact us through our Etsy shops.
Yes.
That's the way to do it. We have our Etsy shops on there.
We have Etsy. You can contact PHN Home if you're there, Facebook, and our Instagram accounts if you do private messages.
And we have most of that information in Dropbox.
Right. And then put your email there because we just don't want your email floating around out there.
Yeah, in the ether.
In the ether out there. So whoever it was, if it wasn't Mel, whoever it was.
It was Mel.
Okay. Just contact me and I'll try to get that out to you as soon as I get a chance.
And I feel like Mel might have asked me one other thing.
I think that was pretty much it, wasn't it?
Was it? Mel, if you asked something else, I'm sorry, I can't remember it right now.
Okay. So we have a charity along going on. We are in the very last quarter. It started January 1st and it goes through December 31st, going into, midnight on the 31st, going into the 1st. It is knitted, loom knitted, or crocheted items, except for the sewn face masks. Those are also allowed to as our entry for this
because knit crochet face masks do not work.
Yeah,
please don't make those.
and these are this is a very important item. So we are allowing the sewn face masks because I don't know about you guys, but all over the country it seems like we're having spikes again in COVID. So they're going to be needed. So we will accept them for the charity along as a sewn item, and the others are knit, crocheted and loom knit. Okay. Previous WIPs will be allowed, must be worked on during the along, chatter and pictures in the same thread. All charity projects will be accepted, but the following items will be eligible for 2 chances at a prize. All baby items, any dishcloths that go to Brittany, the Hat Not Hate, if that's still going on, the masks that we were just talking about.
I'm just going to squeeze up. I need a tissue.
Any Franciscan Gypsy designs. My one
sorry guys.
shawl pattern. And any Laura concert design that goes to charity, the patterns that go to charity for the finished object, that is a double chance of the prize. And anything that uses Lady Fernico Creations yarn or Laura Concerts yarn, which is Lollipop Girl yarns, for the finished object is eligible for 2 chances at a prize. And if you have my yarn or Laura's yarn with one of the featured patterns, that's 3 chances at a prize, and you are responsible for your multiple postings. Now, these multiple chances for a prize are only for the finished object, not for the WIPs, okay? And if you're confused, everything is in the threads on PHN, okay? Let's see here. The hashtag is hashtag PHN Charity 2020 on Instagram. And the prizes for this quarter, we have West Yorkshire Spinners yarn in the pheasant colorway that was donated by Mama C. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you.
And 2 skeins of mohair min yarn donated by Marriott. Thank you, Marriott. The toy along is our other one that's going on. I'm having so much fun seeing what's coming up on the toy along. And
yes.
I have something to show later on that is completely Stephanie's fault.
I loved the pickles. Oh, and Sue, was it Sue? No, it wasn't Sue. It was Renna.
Renna,
The pickles and the owls. So cute. The owls will be showing it at the beginning of this podcast because I try not to do a project from the same person twice on the same podcast episode. So I purposely saved the owls for this episode because I wanted to have the pickles last time because they were just so stinking cute.
Well, I want to see the owls because are those the ones that No.
There were like 3 little owls in a row.
I didn't see them yet.
No, you saw them on PHN.
I did? Okay. Well,
you commented on them.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to. I love
It's just
owls.
been like a week.
I love owls, so I have to see all the owls.
You'll see it at the beginning of the podcast because you watch it. I don't.
Yes. Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I just listen to it to make sure. It's
I know
not,
Dad watches a little bit at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah. So, the toy along. I love everything that's coming up, and this one. The difference for this between this one and the last one is that it only runs for 3 months. This is October 1st to December 31st.
This along and the last along, not this toy along and the last toy along. Just want to be
What?
clear. I want to make it clear that the difference between this toy along and the charity along versus this toy along and last toy along.
Oh, okay. Well, I would never have thought of the last toy along.
Well, I just wanted to. Clarity is important.
You're confusing.
Clarity important.
That's not clarity. That's
clarity.
Who would have thought it was last one?
Well, that you didn't clarify.
Oboe head. Goodness gracious. What is
Hawaiian
it?
Punch?
Yes, I was just going to say that. I was just going to say
Not
that.
that I know that commercial. Though. When she said Hawaiian Punch, I was like, the Kool-Aid commercial?
That's not Kool-Aid. It's
I
Hawaiian
know,
Punch.
but that's what I thought of, is him punching through a wall. Was like, that's the only thing I could think of.
That was
Sorry, I gotta fix this,
that was a recommendation by Patty, who is Wombat of Doom. Yes. Wombat.
And so I never seen the Hawaiian Punch commercial. I think of,
Somebody's going to post it now. I just know it.
I haven't watched the one yet from
Mounds.
Mounds.
That one's so funny, but you have to get the right. To me, the heyday is like the late 60s and early to mid 70s. After that, they get kind of.
All commercials in general?
Yeah, that's true, but
Or just that particular?
that particular one.
I didn't know that they changed it. Or I didn't even know it existed, so, you know.
Okay, moving on.
I did that.
All the toys, the featured toys are Bakery Bears toys, Franciscan Gypsies Designs toys, and Laura Concert.
Sorry, I thought you said something different.
Laura Concert Designs toys
I'm gonna go and drink some tea.
are all accepted as featured patterns. My yarn and Laura's yarn, featured yarns. If you marry the yarn and the pattern for a finished object, that's 3 chances. Again, you're responsible for the multiple postings.
Do you pattern this yarn wet? Be
Let me
wet.
see.
I feel
let's see
goofy
here.
today.
Yeah, well, be goofy somewhere else.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm gonna
hi,
take
hi.
off my socks and see if that helps a little bit. A little bit of get some heat out.
1 whip per project per week, 1 FO per project, and that's the same for everything. And you tag the projects on Instagram, PHN Toy 2020. All right, and we have some suggestions in the PHN home group, but you don't have to do any of the suggestions. Whatever
Right.
toys you want to. The only bonus about the featured toys is that you get 2 chances at a prize.
Right, and there's only the
the
feature
finished
toys that
objects.
she mentioned.
Yeah, the Bakery Bears and Talia's and Laura's, and then my yarn and Laura's yarn. You heard that all before. Okay, let's see. I don't have the prizes to show you because I'm still figuring them out. Okay, whips. Am I starting?
You are.
Okay,
Wait, yes, you are, because I started with the T. I had to think about it for a second.
let me just see what I'm
We
doing.
actually have a lot this time, guys. It was
We
really,
do.
I hardly did any knitting this week. I think I just did a lot of like little. Sunday I had Project ADD, and then on Friday when I could actually work on something besides my special order, I had Project ADD.
I did a couple of them on Friday, and I did several on Thursday because I had to wait for Taya and her PT.
It was the ends of the week for me. Where it was just like
me too, kind of at the ends, because during the week I was doing other things. This
we
is
both had business stuff that we had to do.
Yeah, this is my Mama C, and if you'd said that even 5 years ago, I would have gone,
I know. It's just like the life of entrepreneurs.
okay, so this is my Mama C Owl's bag, which I absolutely love.
We think our mailman might hate us.
Oh yeah, he comes. I think he dreads coming to our house.
I sent out these 2 huge boxes.
But they were light.
They were like, they're 5 pounds each,
Yeah.
but still, I think he probably hates us.
Well, it comes, and he has to bring back between us and my husband, who's ordering Christmas gifts that are weights. I'm talking
yes.
about 15, 20, 30, 40-pound weights.
I think he must despise us.
I really should put something special in the mailbox for
Right,
him.
like some cookies or something.
Something, yeah.
Be like, I'm sorry, we love you.
Because I want to make sure he gets it, not some other mailman.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if we even have a consistent.
I'm gonna have to ask him, when are you going to be off for Christmas? Because he I mean, he comes in and I'm taking pictures of yarn on the porch. He has to walk around me. I mean, it's just
He must think we're just like the wackiest house. I can't imagine like there's many people like quite
well,
like us.
I know that I'd asked one of the other mailmen about the packages. He said it's just gone up in general because everybody's ordering more, but because of the COVID.
Yeah.
But okay, here's September. Okay, these are my little September and October turtles. I did a little work.
It's the twinses.
I'm on the going round and round before I change the colors. So this is October, and October's bottom will look like this, as opposed to that. And then after I do that, all I have to do is the head and then the stuffing and the sewing together. So, yeah, that's what I have to do for September.
Okay, I'm almost done with this row.
I'm going to catch it here.
Catch it?
Yeah, there we go.
I didn't expect you to go through that project quite so quickly.
I thought I would have, I should have some toys during the toy along.
Oh yeah, that might be a good thing to have, a couple toys, pretend this, we're taking part in our own along. Just a little bit.
And just for those who are new, we're not eligible for own along.
No, it just seems like it might be nice for us to pretend we have an along going on. Okay, so I might as well show this one since I just finished a needle for it. So, I am so close on this, y'all. And once I do that, I will be able to do the, I'm almost headed into the toe, and then I can do the tutorial for the Patreon for the Afterthought heel, adding that in. But I am at the last part of the actual color work for this chart. Then it's just plain for a bit, and then I go into the toe.
Is the toe solid then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The toe is this green.
Mm-hmm.
Because Grandpa's was the red. Mm-hmm. So I'm actually going to get this done in time for Christmas.
It would have looked weird if you had the red toe unless you had the red cuff.
Yeah, because initially I was going to do for Grandpa the green toe and the green heel. Oh. And I was like, this doesn't look right. Mm-mm. So I went ahead and did his all with the red, and hers is going to be all with the green. It just ties in better. Mm-hmm. So
then make sure you let them know which one is which.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Although I'm pretty sure they can
just let them know which one is which.
No, I'll make sure that it'll be wrapped separately. Mm-hmm. So that way there is no confusion. And they'll probably even say, you can open before Christmas. So they can have it for Christmas. Yeah. So, yeah. I've been working on this since March-ish, April-ish, something like that. Well, I didn't start it till after I wasn't working anymore because I wasn't designing yet.
But you weren't working on this one. You were working on Grandpa's.
I wasn't working on either of them. Oh yeah,
no,
I mean this project.
This project.
Yes, I'm sorry. The this joint gift I've been working on since then. This one, I can't remember when I started this particular one. I actually made this. You can go through this pretty quickly. With Grandpa's, I was still writing and rewriting the pattern, so it took a little longer. Grandma's, everything's been written already. Every once in a while I have to edit something, but not really that much. Usually it's just like, oh, I misspelled something. But, yeah, that's it.
Okay. This one you haven't seen in a while. In my Knittings, my bag, Monet, but not really, it's my Serret bag, it's Elementary, My Dear Watson, from the Elementary Wrap Pattern by Pearl Soho. And I worked on this one during PT. I'm going to have to block this because it really does curl because it has a lot of stockinette in it. And it's a stole kind of wrap. This is Miss Bab's yarn in the slate colorway. This is one that I really love, and she didn't have any in the shop, except in her minis.
And her minis are pretty decent size.
Yeah, they are. They're 200.
But she does state that she can't guarantee they'll be the same.
Yeah. So I have 2 or 3 skeins of this in my bag here. So,
well, you feel about the slate the way that I feel about the butter squash blossom.
It's gray, but it's got like a purple undertone to it.
You see, the one I like that she does that's more of a plain color, not a bright yellow, is I Love Mouse. It's like a brown it's just a pretty light brown.
Yeah.
And I'm not usually a light brown person. Usually I like rich chocolate, like that really nice chocolate brown that Dragonfly Fibers had.
And this has been on the needles for, let's see, when I start this. Usually I have a date on here, but I don't have a date on this one. It's been a couple of years at least. It doesn't get worked on a lot because I forgot I had it.
You forgot?
Because I have Project ADD. And that's my parents.
Yeah.
So that Elementary My Dear Watson is by Pearl Soho, and I'm using US 8s. They're Chow Goo Red Lace Circulars, which are my favorite, and Miss Babs Yowza 2 skeins in the slate colorway.
So, okay, is it me again already? Alrighty. I wasn't knitting like I would have been because I was focused on other things. Mm-hmm. Okay, so my next project is... I'm going to have to reach everything on this end first because then I have to dislodge everything on that end. There we go. Oopsie, I don't want to dislodge it quite that much.
What are you doing?
Just make it so I can reach my shawl for when I eventually get chilly.
Oh.
But I can still reach my projects. Because when my projects are sitting in my shawl and sweater sitting on top of my projects, I can't get to them. Shockingly. Okay. So, in my Silver Shred USA Tree Frogs bag, with the little Lego Batman that I think Laura gave it to me, yeah. It was about the time the Lego movie was released. So, this is, I must have worked on this on Sunday because I didn't work on the rest, well, obviously I didn't work on it the rest of the week. I didn't do any knitting hardly the rest of the week.
It's not obvious.
Yeah. But this is my,
On the forest floor?
on the forest floor. Oh, I wasn't trying to think of that. I was trying to think of what I called it. It was the,
Bluebells.
bluebells and buttercups. Yeah, because I like buttercups on a field. You know,
Something like that.
something like that. I can't remember right now. I don't feel like pulling my show notes out to look. But the colorways, Squash Blossom.
That's her favorite one.
Yes, and I'm actually almost. I think this skein is my last skein of Squash Blossom.
And I looked for that too when I was looking for things.
Yeah.
Didn't have much.
Yeah, I've looked for it for a while. I have trouble getting it now, which is sad. This is something ink.
Inkwell.
Inkwell, yeah. And then this is Dragon's Flight, and Dragon's Flight is also very pretty.
It is.
So this was meant to match that colorwork hat, and eventually I will have this done.
It matches her bag.
It does match. My
This
bag.
is very important. It's very important that the project
Look,
matches
even
the bag.
my needle thing matches my bag, and of course Chow Goose.
Yeah.
My Chow Goose in this size have been tied up in projects for a long
Are
time.
those sevens?
Yes, I use sevens a lot.
I do too.
And I start running out of sevens, which is why when I start pulling out my knit picks and other needles I keep meaning to get rid of, and then I'm like, oh, it's a good thing I did it because I'm out of sevens.
I tend to run out of sevens, eights, tens. You know.
Sevens are usually what I run out of. Oh, I usually run out of 5, 6, 7. Usually it's 6 and 7s, but some fours.
Fours, yeah.
I run out of fours a lot.
If I have a smaller needles, I run the gamut. Generally, I don't do anything smaller than a 4. So I generally work between 4s and 10.5.
I generally work between, if it's not like something fingering weight, it's between a 4 and a 7.
I can sometimes use a bigger yarn than you do, and sometimes I just like more of a drape.
Right, and I don't care for a very airy fabric. So, that's all
And I have some huge needles because I have done bulky yarn stuff, which requires...
Oh, and I have some huge needles because of that, too. Like when I made the ginormous red bunny.
Yeah, and when I made Lala Simple Shawl. Okay, so my next one is...
And I made a couple bulky sweaters.
Didn't you make a Lala Simple Shawl, too?
I did. I
You
gave
gave
it
it
to
to me,
you.
yeah.
Because as fun as it was to knit, it's not a shape that is really one I enjoy wearing.
Yeah, okay. Now, my next one is in my Ploverbird Mickey Mouse bag, and this is my Colorful Birds wrap from the Show Off Boomerang pattern by April Klitsch, because apparently it's staying on the needles. Okay. Much to Talia's chagrin.
Yeah, it should be a Cerebelle pattern.
The way you say it's no wonder people think it's a Cerebelle and not a Cerebelle.
It's not a Cerebelle?
Cerebelle.
Cerebelle, okay.
Like a Surrey.
Oh, I didn't know that. I always called it Cerebelle because that's what I thought it was.
Okay, so here it is. You can see that.
Because I've never seen it spelled.
Yeah. It's like a little jog here. I'm not sure if I did something.
Well, it means you need to pull it on Cerebelle.
There.
That's all it is.
It'll block.
No, it needs to be a Cerebelle, Mom. It's
I'm not sure if I did something. If I have to pull it out, it will become something else. But I'm not. It looks almost like It looks almost like I got lost in what I was doing.
I think you might need to pull it on.
I'll have to take a look at this and see what I did.
She's going to pull it on and make a Cerebelle, guys.
So that's.
It has been determined.
It's a really pretty
Cerebelle.
color. This is Tess Yarns. I don't know what the colorway is because it didn't say. It's Tess Designer Yarns, Superwash.
Yeah, Tess doesn't
worsted.
usually put down her colorways.
And again, it's Chow Goose. These are 9s. US 9s, which I also use a lot of. So.
And I finished the last chart. It's now the toe.
Yay.
I had to cut off this yarn because I don't need it anymore.
Toes. Moses supposes his toes are roses,
Yep.
but Moses supposes erroneously. Moses he knows his toes aren't roses, as Moses supposes his toes to be. Reference.
Whoop-de-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Reference. And I'm sure someone like Patty will get that one because she's a big musical person. Okay.
Yeah, I actually probably could sing that whole song.
Oh, I could too. They probably wouldn't want to hear it, but
Yeah, until Davina developed an obsession with Donald O'Connor, we used to watch that movie a lot. When Davina gets an
but now you're
obsession.
giving it away.
Oh, but we don't know what. I didn't state what it was, did I?
You gave it away.
Oh, really?
Oh, go ahead.
How did I give it away? Did I state the name?
If I say anything else, I will give it away, and I'm not going to. It's now your fault, not mine.
Huh?
Your turn.
Wait, is it? No.
Yeah, I just did this.
You did?
You just said this is going to become a Cerebelle.
Oh, you see, I was thinking about my toe here for this, so I got distracted. Because I finished my chart.
You are an oboe head.
Well, I was excited about finishing the chart because now it's a toe, and it means that...
It's your turn.
Okay.
Oboe head.
Hawaiian punch.
Yes, Hawaiian punch. Right in the nose.
Okay, so...
I still see him with his Hawaiian shirt.
Easy, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So funny.
In the Ploverbird TARDIS Bigger on the Inside bag, it had the TARDIS Travel Project in it for so long, I almost forget that it isn't in here anymore.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. Sorry, I'm trying to throw stuff. Let me make sure I didn't lose that DPN.
What are you looking for? Oh.
Sorry, when I dropped my... There it is. It knocked my DPN holder and it knocked my DPN out. So let me go ahead and put that in a little more securely. So this is my, I think we call it the autumnal
Bonfire.
Okay, I can't remember.
Bonfire. Bonfire.
My brain's not working.
Bonfire of the Vanities?
This is the Dobbinwood Pattern by K.F. Jones at Baker Bears Fane.
Whoops. Let's see.
It does curl a bit. It needs block.
It wasn't really curling. It was folded.
So I got into...
There are other words in there. It's not needs blocked. It needs blocking.
You know, blame college
How
and
long
work.
has it been since you've been in
and
college?
work.
How long has it been since you've been out of work?
Less than a year.
Long enough. Long enough.
Patterns. I'm old. Okay, patterns getting set.
There's something.
So I got started on the lace section for the front. It's a very simple lace section for the front left.
Oh, it's just a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's very little bit, just a little eyelet type things.
Very pretty.
And then after I'm done with that, I add another portion of color, and it's close to being done on this side once you get to that point.
Right.
Actually, I can show you on this one. Let me cap my tea. So I am at this point, Mom, on. So it's this point here. Then I have a strip of color. So for me, that strip of color is like a yellow orangey color. And then I have another section of the eyelets. And then I'm, home stretch.
Yeah.
And then it'll be on the other side.
Very nice.
So, and then I had to start another one for Mom.
Yep.
Because she's like, are you ready to start mine yet? Are you ready to start mine yet?
Oh, don't fib, Pinocchio.
You said yes last week.
Pinocchio.
But you want me to start yours.
I do, but I never said anything.
It's in the field. Chow Goose.
Her Pinocchio knows. This
Chow.
yes,
Oh, I'm sorry. These aren't
Pinocchio.
Chow Goose. I ran out of sevens. That's right. These are sevens.
Yeah. Oh, these are the
These are the
Nipro
Nipro Zings.
Nipro Zings, yeah. Nipro goes. What are you doing?
Sorry, Grandma texted me, and she must have hit M instead of N. So instead of like no, she wrote mo.
Okay.
It was to answer whether or not she wanted my Spanish magazine.
Oh, right.
Or Spanish catalog.
Right.
But, so yeah. This is the Nipro Zings in the sevens because I ran out of Chow Goose in sevens, shockingly.
Okay. All right. In my large blue Universal Studios bag is my teenage baby. Okay, it's Ninja Turtle baby blanket from the Ninja Turtle baby blanket pattern by Lisa Vanilla. And this is Bravo Sport, and I'm using white, black, grass, solstice, heather, red, eggplant, and orange. And a G hook. Actually, I don't know, my hook, I think I've finally settled on an H hook. Whatever it is. I made some progress on this. I actually got rid of some of the balls of yarn that were in here. Look, Christina, my little hook is in here. for a second. I finished Donnie. I'm on the green again. And then I can do Leo, which is blue. No, I'm sorry, not Leo. I could do Mikey, who is orange. And then I can finish this up with the eyes and send it off. So this is a nice little blanket for maybe a toddler.
Mm-hmm.
And it's there's no reason why it shouldn't be finished, except that I haven't been working on it. I worked on it.
That would definitely be a reason why it's not
Yeah,
finished.
I worked on it yesterday during the movie, I think it was. No, I worked on it before the movie. I think when we were talking, I worked on it.
Okay.
You know, 'cause I worked on a bunch of different things, so I wouldn't have to work on anything during the movie because I was just tired. And honestly, when we're so busy, I don't get to spend enough quality time with my husband sometimes, and I didn't want to be busy with this. I had something I had to do, which you'll see later, but after that, I wanted to just sit with my husband and watch the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that.
Okay, so she finished too soon for my liking while I was figuring out where my stitch markers were. Let me pull another project over. Not that one.
German AT makes me happy.
Ugh. So, in this Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival bag is a baby blanket design that you can't see.
Yay. Okay.
Yay.
In my Silver Shed USA PHN Faces bag, this is a classic bag. Our logo probably won't change now because you're not going to cut your hair.
No, I'm not. The only thing that's different is Dad might want to add the glasses.
Right.
Since I no longer
So
wear
this
contacts.
could be something that maybe won't be around anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna cut my hair again because I was having trouble finding a way to put it up out of my face without it hurting, and I found a way where I could just braid it, and I'm just twisting it around. So I actually have 2 braids twisted around my head right now.
Mm-hmm. This is my Taste of Autumn shawl project by Anastasia. It's a scrap shawl pattern by Anastasia Sattel, and this is Miss Bab's yarn in a couple different colorways, and also it's Malabrigo in the Sunset colorway. And this is really close to being done. I just have to look at it. The only reason it's not done, honestly, is I didn't have a chance to look to see if I had to take it out and tink back a little bit because for some reason the edges didn't look right to me. So I wanted to make sure I took a look at it before I went any further. But it's almost done. You can see how big it is. It's really quite large. Oh, I like the way it turned out. I was concerned about the different variegated yarns, but I think it looks really nice.
It does look nice.
So this is heavier than the one that Crystal got. This is a DK Light Worsted. Crystal's was a sport weight. The blue one that you guys saw me working on for a while.
Which works out perfectly because I don't care for a heavier
So
thing.
So this will be, I'll try to work on this week. I always say, I no longer say I think I'm going to finish something at any given time. I will finish it when I finish it. So, that's my hands and the weather and focus and shop and all that kind of stuff. It's like, it'll get done when it gets done. Okay. Yeah.
I guess it is my turn. Okay.
I guess it is.
Let's see. Oh, I was actually supposed to not really do the working up for the toe yet anyway. I was supposed to do a row of plain. So, haha, good thing I didn't change anything. Okay. Next thing I'm going to show you is just a bag as well, because this is also a design in progress. Is this the right bag? Hold on.
That's a Christina bag, isn't it? Or is that a Sandy bag?
This is a Christina bag. And I want to just make sure it's the right project.
Mama C bag.
Mama C bag, my tutor bag, and this has another baby blanket design in it.
Oh, that's the Sandy bag.
Yeah, because I use that to hold my lights.
Right.
For the podcast.
In my chameleon bag, PHN chameleon bag, is my At the Bottom of the Hill scarf project, and actually I think it's going to end up being a cowl. And when this is done, this is James C. Brett, and this is just out of my head. I saw this pattern. I saw something like this pattern at the Bottom of the Hill store. It's a estate. It's secondhand.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
I think she goes to estate sales and stuff.
Yeah, and those things where they open up those great big containers.
Right, like it's on TV.
Yeah. So you can see the pattern here. It's really pretty. It curls a lot, and because this is acrylic and I don't want to steam block it, I think I'm just going to make it a cowl. And then,
not to mention, the length is not quite long enough for a scarf.
No, I only have this much left. And so I think it might be fine for a double wrap, maybe.
Now, of course, yarn lasts a lot longer.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It might be a double wrap. And then I'm going to take what I have in here and modify a little, and then I'm going to start a design. and then see how that works. My problem comes in that I have to make sure I'm doing what I said I would be doing, because I noticed too late when I change it, and I don't know how to drop back that far. It looks fine. Nobody's going to know the difference here, but unless they're knitters, but and they're actually looking for that kind of thing. I know it's there, and that's enough. So, but it's okay. It'll be fine. I would even wear it myself if I didn't, if I decided not to give it to charity. Just,
Right.
it's a cowl. It'll go around my neck, and it'll be hidden anyway. So,
Right.
and yeah.
Yes?
I was just going to say it's James T. Brett, but I think I already said that.
Yes, you did. And like something sand colorway.
Yeah, we don't know. It's like, the colorway is either an MC9 or MC10, as close as I can tell.
Yeah. So.
Poop doodles.
You're pooping doodles?
Pooping doodles.
Oh my. That's shocking.
Shocking.
Okay, so I only worked on this on Sunday and only for a little bit. This is in my Ploverbird Kissing Bunnies bag. This is the last Ploverbird bag I picked up before she stopped making bags. And this was when she started doing the sweater size.
Size, yeah.
And I'm not a pink girl, but I loved the bunnies on there. And I love the size.
Pink is just a different shade of red.
So I actually worked a little bit. This is from the something. Hold on, let me pull up the pattern name because I don't remember the name of the pattern. Because I actually have a few patterns that I'm working that are not mine.
How did that happen?
I know, right?
Oh, and if you hear me or see me leave, I've got something in the oven.
I'm surprised your alarm hasn't gone off yet.
It's only been 40 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Let's see how much time I have left, actually.
Because you should be getting close.
Let's see. I'm just checking my phone has my timer on it, so I don't miss it. 'Cause sometimes when we're doing things like this, I don't hear the alarm.
And we don't want the ham to burn.
Yeah. Let's see here. I've got 5 minutes.
Okay, I was going to say, it's got to be close. So I'm just trying to bring up the pattern name so I don't forget. Oh, tie her up. Okay, because it's been a long time since I worked on this. Okay, the project is Augusta Bunny. The pattern is Knittable's Bunny by Sarah Gasson.
You haven't done that for a while.
No, I haven't. And I'm using Lion Brand Heartland in the colorway Black Canyon.
I was trying to see if I had any Grand Canyon left because I think it was Crafty Nomad Kim was saying that one of her people on her live was looking for that. Oh, isn't that pretty?
And let's see. Ear 1 has been done for a while.
It's going to be so pretty.
And then ear 2, I've worked a little bit on, just a little bit on the seat stitch. So, and this toy's worked completely flat.
Mm-hmm.
I just hadn't worked on it for a while because I got into designing but on Sundays I'm trying to work maybe some of my projects that aren't my designs, since I tend to work my designs during the week. And then I can get some of these things done.
Very pretty.
But yeah, get some of these other projects off the needles.
What is this getting off the needles that you speak of?
So yes, that just got a little bit of work done. I forgot how big the head is on this thing.
A bunny, a very big brain.
Yes.
All right,
And I'm sure it won't look quite as big once I put it all together.
This is in my Kiki Boo Owl's Christmas owl. This is Denise from knitting. She's Knitting Den. She made this bag, and this is my Rusty Preemie hat project. No pattern designer. I'm using a Cindy Wood loom and Bravo worsted yarn, and this is just. I worked on it a little bit yesterday while watching the movie because I could just go round and round and round. Actually, I didn't work this far watching the movie. I didn't work any of these when the movie. I did it earlier. It grew a little bit.
It might have been during Perry Mason or something during the week.
It might have been during when we were watching, because we did watch. That's when I did some of these. We did watch Newhart.
Oh, okay.
Davina wanted to watch Newhart, so we did. We don't have TV necessarily. I mean, we have TV so we get EWTN and stuff like that, but we don't watch the TV itself usually. We watch movies, and movies that we record. So this is what I did. So we watched Newhart. Okay.
Alrighty, so let me finish this needle. Because I'm almost there anyway. Hold on, try to drop this white stitch. And then I'll go on to my next project. How many do you have left?
2.
That makes sense because I have Wait, how did I must be missing one. Hold on. One of them's hiding. Because I
Well, you
should
have beads and string, right? No, that's not.
I have a third one that's...
Okay.
It was hiding. I was like, I know I should have one more than you because you started.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this one was trying to hide and not get shown.
It's shy.
It's shy, yes. These are my Fun Mitts. These are a patron-only pattern. And
Captain America is not shy.
I'm making the Captain America colorway for Mom. That's the first one. It's been done for a little while. Second one's not working up quite as fast simply because I'm working on other things.
I love the way this feels.
And as you wear it, it gets easier to put on because that's the way mine is.
I like the fact that it's down like this because my hands.
Well, I designed it per your specifications.
And I can do. It can.
Yeah, and that's what I do. Is I fold
if I have to drive or something, I can just do this.
I do that when I'm knitting.
Right. I would do this if I was typing.
Most
likely. So.
And yeah, there's the second one in progress.
I love this. I love the feel of suit stitch. I'm grateful I don't have to do it. So, I love the fact that...
Because she complains when I design something in seed stitch, but then when she gets it in seed stitch, she's like, oh, yay.
Well, I'd never said I didn't like the way it feels.
Yeah.
I said I don't like to do it.
Mm-hmm. So. And I do love the way seed stitch looks and feels. I love the way it sucks in.
I like the way it breaks up my colorway.
Mm-hmm. I do, too. Well, I like the way it broke up Booyakasha as well.
Oh, yeah, Booyakasha did really well on that.
So.
It's a good yarn for variegated.
Yes. So there we go. That got a little bit of work on it this week.
A good pattern for variegated, not a good yarn for variegated.
Yes.
Okay.
I knew what you meant.
So did I, but nobody else probably did. Although people... Oh, excuse me.
She'll be back. She needs to take the ham out of the oven. I almost said you need to take your ham out of the stove, which doesn't really work. Yeah. Mom, I am terrible now at talking when you're not here. Like, I just sit there and I have no idea what to say. Oops. That's your reminder.
Okay.
You got attacked.
I did. It's a pig. It's a flying pig.
Mm-hmm.
Pig flightle. Okay. Now, where was I? Is it my turn, right?
It is your turn.
Okay. In my large ploverbird teacups on a red bag with polka dot top and handle. Okay. My bag. My bag. Okay. This is...
You couldn't have just said red coffee bag?
Apparently not. This is a new project. A Walk in the Woods stole project from the Cerebelle Pattern by Sarah Sweethearts. I'm using Spinway Farms yarn, and it's a giant
Because it's like your only red bag. Like,
no, it's not.
Of this shade.
Is it? I don't know.
You don't have a lot of red bags, Mom.
This is how far I've gotten on this. It's a stole. I love the way the colors are working out on this. Cerebelle works out with everything.
Yes, it does.
This is a gigantic... I couldn't wind this on my ball winder.
Wow, Mom.
So I'm hoping it'll be big enough. I checked requirements for shell stitch stoles, and it should be I'm going to be playing yarn chicken.
Okay.
So, but this could be for someone else. I don't think she watches, but well, I don't want to say just in case.
Because sometimes we get surprised by who watches.
So this worked up really quickly. I mean, I just started this. I'm using a J hook with this.
Well, this has always been an easy pattern for you.
This is an L hook. I'm sorry, I'm using an L hook. Because they said if you want it to be more drapey, you should use a little bit of a bigger hook. Let me see. Yes, I'm using the L hook. I have it written down this time. So that's this. I just love this. This is probably my go-to for charity or for gifts because it works up really quickly. You can use any kind of yarn you want. You use a certain multiple of, you just increase the multiple and you can do, whatever size you want. You make scarves, which is what it is, cowls, blankets, stoles. I wish I could figure out how to make a shawl with it, or like a regular shawl.
Right.
Because I think it would be really pretty.
And this is how easy it is for her to just get started on. She starts working on it while she's talking.
So that's it.
Because you don't usually make anything on the podcast anymore.
Because it hurts my hands.
Yeah.
And I probably shouldn't do it now either, but I want to, so I'm doing it.
So there. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. So, in my Silver Shed USA books bag.
Library bag. I have one of those too.
Yep.
I finally broke down and got it when she was doing it for a special reason, so I went ahead and picked one up.
So this is my Oops the Bunny pattern, and the project is Purple Comfy, it's Purple Comfort Bunny, also known as Comfy Bunny, or Comfy.
Comfy Bunny.
So, I have, let me get all his pieces.
Bright and cheerful.
Yes. I got a good portion of it done.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I even worked on it a whole lot, but you know. Hang on, am I missing a foot? I'm missing a foot, hold on.
Foot?
Foot. Did I stick it in here? Did I stick it in there? I know I did 2 feet. Where's the other foot? Hold on. I'm missing a foot. There it is. And do I have the one I'm working on? Where's the one I'm working on?
So James C. Brett?
Yes, this is James C. Brett. This is one of the purple colors. There's the one I'm working on. Okay. So, where's the head? There it is. Too many pieces.
You did the design.
Shh, we're not talking about that.
I just thought all of a sudden of, well, you married her. Do you remember what it's from? It's a reference.
I do know where it's from, but I can't pull it quite out of my mind. I didn't think about it. Yeah.
If you got the reference, I'm impressed.
That's why I had some recognition, because I had seen it recently.
Yeah, we heard it.
I heard it recently. Well, actually, I did both.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. So, the little front feet are done. I'm not going to be able to balance them both, but little front feet are done.
Help?
No, it doesn't need to be half pulled together. And both ears are done. I'm just going to pull up one of them. So I started the back foot. So I have 2 back feet to do.
Took into a spoiled bunny stomp?
Yep. And then the tail and the muzzle. And then it'll be piecing together time. This toy's taken a lot longer than it should have, considering the fact that I made so much progress at it to begin with, you know.
Well, you have to, it's what you want to work on, and sometimes you slow down.
Right. I think at first also I had so much speed on because I was trying to finish it possibly for the Taurus versus Hare, and then I wasn't able to. I think I got an order in the middle of it, so I had to slow
down. It might have
down.
been the increased order for your...
No, it wasn't the increased one, because the increased one was just recently. The Taurus versus Hare was done at that point.
Oh, you did during... Okay. Let me put a thing here, because I have to... All right, this one... This is the thing I told you about that was Stephanie's fault. And she's Steph.
I think fiber's itching me.
She's Steph. In my Silver Shed USA, how many licks does it take to get to the bottom of Tootsie Pop owl? Is my Stephanie, aka Steph, the bookworm project. And I was hoping to get to the glasses and stuff, but everywhere I was required my attention to do on something else, and I kind of like to pay attention when I hit the color work. This is Talia's bookworm pattern, and I didn't get really far, but I wanted to make it. And let's see, where is it? It's
Hiding in among the yarn.
Yeah, it's got so much yarn in here. I'm trying to. There it is. So I've just.
Did you
started.
see what the yarn was?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I wanted to make it out of this yarn because this dyer doesn't dye yarn anymore, and I love Marigold Jen. So this is Sidewalk Chalk by Marigold Jen. I have 2 skeins of this. I'll have enough for the bookworm. I can't really see the pretty colors. You have to show you the skein. Okay.
And it's a really pretty colorway.
I think I have a pair of socks in this that Talia made for me. I have to go upstairs and check. So I'm using that for the body. These will be the glasses, and then white and black for the eyes. And I love the pattern. I just wanted to be able to sit down and focus for the color work, and then once that's done, I can just zoom along. And this one has no parts, so I can just finish it, and it's done. So I want to make another one afterward, maybe. So that's what's in here. It's another new one because apparently I needed to start all the things.
Well, you know, we all have that happen occasionally.
Yeah.
Right. Fine.
What's this?
Decrease.
I wonder if this is the pattern of...
It might be the pattern.
Well, I have 2 patterns in here. Let me see what
Okay, I wrote down all my instructions there.
Oh, this is the scrap shawl.
Oh, were you looking for that at some point?
Well, I might. Oh, this goes in here. That's what it is. Okay.
Okay, so I guess it's my turn. And this one is Mom's fault.
My fault.
Your fault.
My fault.
You see,
I can take the hit.
The bunny was originally in here. It got moved to a smaller bag. So now, as the bunny needed less yarn and as the James C. Brett shrunk, this is my fake name brand bag. And this is my own. Oopsie, hold on. It's stuck on the zipper.
All right.
Yeah, I just need to undo the. It got stuck around the zipper. There we go. Alrighty. So, let go. Sorry, everything in this bag is trying to stick on itself. Normally I put this stuff in the pocket and I didn't plan that way this time. I must have just dumped it all in. Probably because I intended to work on it. Did this get stuck in the lining? This is why I try to stick things in the pocket, because stuff slides into the lining.
Right.
Let me make sure the scissors are in the pocket, not the lining. Okay, it's in the pocket. So where'd my project go? There it is. Okay, so I took some Miss Babs. I didn't actually have this wound up. I was going to use my head wound up, but I want something light and happy. When I finished my special order, I was just like, I want to work something new and fun, and I need this thing. Which I actually kind of do. This is my own bookworm.
It's the same one I'm working.
Same Cyrano, so my pattern.
She's further than I am, though.
Well, once I got done with my special order, I was like, I need to work this. And I did. I stick these on top of my curtains so it blocks the light. And
on top of the rod.
Yeah, on top of the rod. And the platypus I have there next to my other Cyrano, because the other Cyrano is not quite long enough to do it by itself. He's a little too thick, and I have to kind of shove his head in there.
Aww.
So I want to get this other Cyrano done so that I can lay her across there too. Her name is Luz, because she's going to be blocking the light. And yeah, so I got a good portion of her done.
That's kind of the same reason why I'm working on mine, because Ty has the great big bookworm that I made originally as a test for her, and in its place was a Stacy Trock platypus that's now holding our door and our bedroom door open, and it's getting misshapen because the husband or I or whoever, we kick it or whatever when we're walking by, and it gets the nose goes one way or whatever, and I just rather have it all one piece so it doesn't get so misshapen.
Right.
You know, poor little thing. I feel bad for it.
So, yeah, if this one's not quite as wide as I need it to be, because I ended up using E-hook, but the thing is, I'm a very tight crocheter. My stitches almost look like I'm using fingering weight yarn because they're so small. So I probably should have gone with the hook that I had used originally in the pattern, but I was like, oh, Babs is a little bit lighter. It's basically a DK. Let me go down to an E. I should have used the G. I like the tightness of the stitches, but I think that it would have been probably better for the toy. So if this one doesn't fit on my windowsill, we'll have a new representative over here for the bookworm, because we don't have a representative for the bookworm over here. And then I have to make another one.
Why don't we have a representative?
Because yours was a doorstop,
right? And
mine lived in my room.
Yeah.
Because I never put my original designs out here.
Right.
They always live with me. So that's why we don't have a representative.
Okay, so oops, there goes my show notes. Let's see what we have here. Okay, I think that's it for me for projects. It is me for projects. Do you have any FOs?
I do not.
Okay, neither do I.
So that leads us on to anything for graphic novel?
Nope.
Okay, I do have some beads and string. Hold on. So of course I finished special order, and that's already, whoopsie, been sent out. I did work a little bit on stuff afterwards, but it's just stuff like I was like, okay, I'm gonna work whatever I want. I call this the mental health rosary, and I think I've talked about this before when I made the one for my friend. It's a Saint Dymphna centerpiece. She is the patron saint for people with like all sorts of mental illness, or people with autism, any sort of mental things going on. She's the patron saint. So, and the reason I have this rose gold color is usually she's seen wearing some sort of gold sort of color. And I couldn't get normal gold at that point, so I could only get the rose gold. So, this will be going up in the shop because Davina wanted some more, when I gave her some options of some blingy colors, she wanted the blingy colors. So I'll be making a special one for her.
Yeah, she's all about the bling.
She has like luminescent beads and like multicolored cord and gold Our Father beads. But the one in the shop will be a little bit more
sedate,
understated if you can be understated with gold.
Yeah.
So this is the mental health rosary. That's going to go up in the shop. It's all completed. And then I finished a St. Paul chaplet for a friend. I need to clip the ends and everything.
He'll like that.
So. And I started a rosary. This is for myself, but it can be made for other people. I'll put it up as a I can make it for you kind of thing in the shop. I want to make sure I don't lose any of the beads or the cross. There we go. I'm calling it it's Divine Master, Way, Truth, and Life. That's what I'm calling it. So it's got what basically looks like a Jesus Divine Master centerpiece with him teaching. And then I've got Eucharistic Our Father beads and a really pretty Trinitarian crucifix with the Father behind Jesus on the cross, sort of lifting him up, and then the Holy Spirit above. So it would be a more expensive rosary, but once I finish it for myself, I will be putting it up as something that can be made for others. But I would have to order. Yeah, it would be a custom order, and I would have to order more of the Our Father beads because I'm currently out of them. Because the last one will be used up with I literally had just enough of those beads for this rosary.
Okay, perfect.
So it better not be one of the ones that has like the hole filled in, because that happens sometimes with my stainless steel beads where they won't have it drilled all the way, and then I have to waste that bead. Doesn't usually happen with my specialty beads though. Okay, so that's it so far. Let me make sure I don't lose his gift because I need to send that off. Okay. So yeah, that's beads and string.
Okay, now what?
A little bit more of a sedate pace for my beads and string now.
What are we doing now?
Then it's usually shop news.
Okay, shop news. You have anything for your shop?
Just a reminder that I think I have down as October 30th for the end date for the test for the Melissa blanket. Just a reminder, don't freak out if you're not finished with it. It's a 50% finishing, just about, because it's not a pattern where I don't expect you to finish the whole thing.
Once you have the repeats down, you know it works. So, okay. For my shop...
So it will be released next month.
Okay.
By next month.
Sorry about that. For my shop, I've had updates last week, and I had been working a lot on the Advent kit. I'm about 3/5 of the way through it. All my little goodies came in, and I've got a good jump on it. Hopefully, I'm hoping to finish up in the next few days because I would like to get it out to you guys before Advent, if at all possible. I did do a couple of skeins of yarn that are going in the shop right away, so I wanted to put something in the shop. They're both the same colorway. Davina named this because I was kind of vacillating between colors. This is called Salted Caramel. It's a fingering sock weight.
It really does look like a salted caramel.
It's a fingering sock weight, and I have 2 of them. There's 462 yards in this, and it's Stardust base. I think this is a beautiful color. I was really surprised at how well it came out. It came out a little differently than I thought, but I like the way it came out. This is fingering sock. I think it'd be great for almost anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were saying you thought we'd love it in a sweater.
Yep. This is what it looks like. It's already been
Make a great toy, a great bunny.
Make a great owl.
Make a really great bunny.
See, there you go. I don't know if you can see, but there's browns in here. Golds and browns. I really like the way. I was worried that would be more of a striping, but it's not. It's I don't know. It's really pretty. I really like it.
And it's repeatable, correct?
It's a repeatable colorway. Now all these will be slightly different because of the way it's made,
Right.
but they should be essentially the same.
Right.
And I have 2 of these. They'll be going up in the shop as soon as I can take pictures.
Now, what weight did you tell them it was again?
Fingering Sock Stardust. There's 462 yards. It's 70-25-5, so it's fine superwash merino wool, nylon, and stellina. Let's put this together again. I wanted to make sure I had this reskeined before I showed it to you so you get a good idea of what it looks like. The other ones I can't show you because it'll ruin the surprise for the people who have the Advent kits going on. So, and though the skeins that I'm doing for the Advent kit will not be available for the general public probably until next Christmas or around that time because, you know, people got it for the Advent kit. So,
Right.
So, there's that. Okay, so that's my shop news. I will continue to put things up in the shop as I get things finished. If there are colors that you've seen in the shop before that you'd like to see up there and in certain bases, let me know and I'll see what I can do. I think I have pretty much everything except bulky weight in my stash right now, my bare yarn stash, so let me know. I know that some of my suppliers are having a little bit of difficulty getting things, so if it's something that's difficult to get, you might have to wait a little bit. But, yeah.
I wanted to add a note that I forgot to for my shop, and I need to edit my information on the shop a little bit. I have down now that if you bought a rosary from me and you need it repaired for some reason, I can repair it, but for the cost of shipping.
Mm-hmm.
So I would list it for the cost of whatever shipping is, and then just take the official shipping off of it so it would look like you weren't paying shipping,
Right.
even though you really are. And then I would
So in other words, if shipping is $5, you say the rosary was $5.
yeah, exactly.
And no shipping.
And no shipping.
Yeah.
So, if that makes any sense. I'm also, most or all of the pieces need to be present. I can't have to basically create a whole new rosary for you. Because I had to create a whole new rosary, that's going to be the price of a whole new rosary or chaplet. And I do need to make that clear in the announcement. Because I don't want people to be like, oh, hey, my dog tore it apart and half the rosary's gone, can you fix it? I mean, that's money.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right.
That's my one caveat.
Okay, so just keep an eye on the shop, and if you have, things that you want us to do, let us know. We'll see what we can do.
Okay, so...
Have royalties?
Yes, and the only royalties I have is tea, if I can get to
You
it.
have tea. No, you had the other one too, but you didn't bring it with you.
Oh, did I forget to bring it with me? I thought I brought it with me.
No, not the tea itself. You brought something else. You forgot something else.
No, the book.
Yep.
I grabbed it.
Well, you said
I must have taken it back again, because I kept trying to do that with the tea, too.
Mm-hmm.
So I must have taken it back with me. We both got it, so you can show it.
Okay, so I'll show mine first, and she's still getting her tea together.
Yeah.
Andy had...
We'll show the Rejoice book first, because I don't have mine to show.
Oh, okay. We're coming into Advent, as you guys know, relatively soon, the end of next month. And Ascension Press, we like Ascension Press a lot. And they had a new Advent book out, so I got one for me, for Davina, and for Talia, so we can kind of do it together, not necessarily sitting together, but we can talk about it.
Right.
We like to try to include Davina as much as we can. And so we each got this book. It's called Rejoice. And it's Advent meditations with the Holy Family. As you know, for me, this is a big deal. Holy Family. So it's got journaling type stuff in here. I probably won't journal in the book. I'll probably use a notebook so I can reuse this in a few years. And it looks really good. It looks like it's a couple pages at a time. Which is, let me see if I can show you guys some pictures.
There's pictures? I haven't had a chance to really look through it.
It has pretty pictures in it. Let me see if I can show you. There's not a lot of pictures in here. Mostly it's, like setting up. You can see the box there. And there's places to write. Can you see this? It's on this side.
Yeah, I think they can kind of see. It's hard to show a book like this.
Yeah, it's hard because, first of all, it's really small.
Yeah.
And so there are some pictures scattered throughout. So this is going to be a lot of fun. And I think it's like a couple, 3 pages. But it's not all printing.
Right.
There's other things in it. So,
And I haven't had a chance to look through mine, and I thought I brought mine over to look at as well, but I know I did, but I think I took it back with me because I kept trying to do that with my tea as well.
and there's a video that you can do with this as well, but I just figured that right now with all this going on, a video wouldn't be, it costs more to get the video, and it would be, I don't always do well with videos unless it's a hard video, and sometimes I just don't always do well. It's better just to do the book. There might be a time when I pick up the videos,
Right.
but right now the book is fine.
And then the tea. And
The tea.
two of ours is the same. This one. We both got the
Maple chai.
maple chai. And that's refreshing, invigorating, and just wonderful. Black tea, oolong tea, apple pieces, cinnamon chip, cardamom, ginger, clove, safflower, blah, 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 maple syrup extract, love and gratitude.
And
Has caffeine.
Yep.
So,
This looks good.
and then I gave Mom a sample.
It's a caramel snickerdoodle dessert tea, and this is sweet and spice, full of love. Green rubios, cinnamon pieces, blackberry leaf, safflower, orange blossom, vanilla essence, love, gratitude, no caffeine.
And Mom likes Snickerdoodle, and she likes caramel. And then it's also got Rubios
Blackberry
as well.
and rubios, yeah.
So she likes those. But the main reason I got in the order was actually I needed more chamomile. Because I had read up that chamomile was something you can have during migraines without making them worse. And I like chamomile, so I got more of the one that I really like, which is Cuddle Time, which is good. I was about halfway through what I had. And this is chamomile, rubios, peppermint leaves, vanilla essence, love and gratitude. And it's a sleepy tea, even though I don't usually use it to sleep. Pairs with pajamas and midnight snacks. Then today's decaf reading nook blend tea, which I will be getting again.
I'll probably get that as well. That's very good.
Tranquil peach herbal tea. It's Rubio's tea, apple pieces, pineapple pieces, rose hips, chamomile, lemon verbena, calendula, blue cornflowers, peach/pineapple essence, no caffeine.
That one always sounds like a summer tea to me.
Yeah, cool your heels. Yeah, with fun fruity flavor. So, and then calm chamomile bloom herbal tea, a fun floral blend to help you unwind. And this is green rubios, chamomile, rose, lavender, lemongrass, lemon balm, love and gratitude.
That one he really packed.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, chamomile tends, the ones that are more flowery tend to get really packed. The Cuddle Time, that one gets
Right.
really patched too. But because Tranquil Peach and Decaf Reading Nook have less in the way of flowers, I think.
It's funny, if you saw this somewhere on the ground, you'd say, oh, somebody mowed the lawn. But
Right,
it's
right.
an actual tea.
There's a lot more actual flowers you can you'll visualize in the Reading Nook for some reason. Now, of course, I also took I've had this twice, so.
Right.
And I haven't opened these others.
Well, look at my blood orange. What's in here? I mean, look at the stuff in there. It's just,
Oh yeah, if you looked at tea, you totally think like this looks like someone might use that to
it's like pepper.
well, it looks like wood chips.
Yeah.
Looks like wood chips.
And I immediately thought about how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Is that bad?
But yeah, so it's funny when you look at the tea. It's like, yeah, if you were to just hand someone a bag of it, they might be like, okay, first of all, why are you handing me
A bag of dirt.
dirt? Yeah.
It's amazing. If that's dirt, it's amazing. It's wonderful tea. And it
Yes,
makes
it
awesome tea. Okay, now, are we going into writing and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. I did do some writing to the shared story I blocked out a big part of it, and then I wrote to some of it. Kind of at the pivotal part, we're getting to newer stuff now, so I'm excited about doing some new writing. But I had a hard time getting to a place, again, where I could write. It was just too much activity. And quieting down was a little difficult. And then, of course, I was doing a lot of yarn dyeing, so I wasn't able to sit down. For this week, I really wasn't at the computer that much because I was trying to...
And part of it is also I was nail polishing a lot, so when we might have had tea together, we were doing it in there in the kitchen because Mom doesn't like the smell of the nail polish very much, and I didn't want to have it in her room.
So I am also trying to do what Talia's doing and not be... I don't do as strictly as she does, but not be on the computer as much, see if that helped. Not the computer, but the internet as much, because I do a lot of writing on the computer and stuff like that. It's just easier sometimes to write that way. But I just didn't want to be chained to the computer, so I haven't been as active on the computer. I'm trying to get some silence. I kind of fell down on that, though. I've been back to listening to podcasts when I'm in the shower sometimes, because it's the only place I can do it. So, I just have to be more strict about turning it off. The same thing happens when I do Person of Interest, when I'm trying to do whatever.
Right.
Person of Interest is a show, if you're not familiar. And if you like that kind of show, you'll be quickly addicted to it, and it's very hard to stop.
And I can't watch it anymore because I have an idea of what's coming next, but it's too fast paced, and I start feeling ill.
Yeah.
So
And I get annoyed with the characters sometimes, and
Yeah.
But so that's the story itself. And as for reading, I didn't read anything of Timothy Zahn this time around, but I'm sticking with my religious
I couldn't
reading.
really focus much on reading.
Yeah, I just did my religious readings for the most part, and the shared story. Did you have anything on that?
First of all, I forget what made me start wanting to watch this. I pulled up the older TV show, The Batman, and watched the seasons with Robin in it. So it would be 4 and 5. Because then you have Robin back, or you have the whole crew. Those tend to be my favorite seasons. And you start pulling the Justice League and all that. So I binge watched those, and those little shows are very short. And also I know what's going to happen next because I've seen them all multiple times before. There's no surprises. But other than that, I finished The Addictive Brain on the Great Courses Plus, and I started The Learning Brain. So apparently I'm in a science kick right now for the Great Courses Plus.
What are the Kleenexes? Oh.
But yeah, so that's what I've been watching. I haven't really been reading much of anything. Haven't written anything. This week has really been taken up with business.
Yeah.
So
Sorry about that, guys.
that's all. I haven't been able to focus for much of anything else.
Right. Okay, now do you have anything for personal?
Not really.
No, I don't really. We do have a tea time coming up on Friday for the Patreons. That's our
Yes.
Zoom.
And you'll get the Zoom notification probably on Tuesday, and then again on the day of.
So think about what you want to be drinking and eating and working on for tea time.
Yes.
And we will see you there live for that. We want to thank everybody for watching. We want to thank the people who commented on YouTube or on PHN. And if I don't have your name here, as always, the caveat is that this is who I saw before we podcasted. So
Right.
there might be other people who are afterward. We want to thank Brittany, Renna, Looney Hiker, Steph, Wendy MacGyver, Chronically Crocheting, Wombat of Doom 53, Gail, Ditmer Knittery, who has a new podcast out. I think she's actually going on 3, I think, but the last one she had to split in 2. So you might want to check her out. Stephanie, That's Pretty Knit Sylvie, and Mel. Thank you very much for all
Thank you
your
so
comments.
much.
We really appreciate them. We want to wish you a blessed, safe week. I know Halloween. We're going to be podcasting on Halloween next week.
Oh, is it really?
I wish you a very blessed, safe week full of knitting, crocheting, whatever it is that makes your heart
We won't be
happy.
wearing costumes.
No. We don't do Halloween.
No, not really.
We don't do
Not
Halloween.
our thing.
No. We do All Saints Day and All Souls Day. We don't do Halloween.
Yeah.
But we do wish you a very blessed Halloween if that's what you do. We
Stay safe.
stay safe, especially with this COVID stuff blooming out again. And we hope to see you back here.
Blooming makes it sound pretty. It's not
Yes.
pretty.
It's not pretty. Whatever you want to say. We want to erupting again? I don't know. Anyway,
Eruption actually is a more correct term.
we want to wish you a blessed week full of every good thing. We hope to see you here again for the Fun in the Woman Cave next week. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 425, and that's a wrap.
Bye.